Thursday night 12:06 a.m. right now, or you can say Friday morning 12:06 a.m. How did the day went? I was just uploading 2 videos and nothing much. I was following all my habits, then came to work. Now finished my job. Today is late finished because there was so much stuff to do. So work finished at 12 o'clock. I just came from the work right now. And then tomorrow I don't have work. I'm really happy about that. I'm thinking about what to do. Maybe play Dota, watch movie or something, something I'm gonna do. And then what else? Nothing much to say. And today I'm going to talk about, is marriage is really necessary? I have this question for a long time as well, because some people say you have to get married by 30, but that's just a social norm. You don't have to. If you don't want to marry, you don't have to marry. That's why I had that in my mind. And yesterday I watched a video by Sadhguru. This guy is a philosopher right now. He's a very good philosopher. As I see so many of his videos, he's really good philosopher, and I just watched his video. It blew my mind. He literally says, if you are really going to marry someone, you have to make sure that it should be a 20 years project. Like you have to at least stay 20 years, because nowadays if you see, so many people are getting divorced. The boyfriend, girlfriend stuff, breaking up, cheating boyfriend and stuff. So it's all lead to misery. People are unhappy, stressed out, misery, all these things because of this. Because people are not sticking with just one person. They cannot just stay longer. If you cannot stay longer, never get married. That's why. Also, I watched Joe Rogan talking with Dan Bilzerian. This guy is like a big baller in America. This guy fuck with every chicks. So this guy was Joe Rogan asked her, why don't you get married? And this guy said, he's a poker player. I'm a poker player. I don't want to bet my 50% of my wealth with a girl. He's right, because this guy is a fucking rich guy. What if he just married some girl and she got divorced? Then this guy has to give his 50% of the wealth to that girl. I see nowadays in America, everybody fucking getting divorced. Like people are work-life balance, all these things going on. Here the life is very busy. They cannot spend enough time with my family, so they end up getting divorced. Even I'm considering getting married. If I don't find now my thing is, what is even the Joe Rogan with Dan Bilzerian, he was asking, okay, what do you think about marriage? This guy said, okay, you really hanging out with somebody and you like them to be with you forever. Like if you feel like that, then it's okay to get married. Otherwise, what's the point? Why do you want to get married to someone? So I agree with that as well. If you feel like, okay, let's say you are getting along with some girl. Let's say I'm getting along with some girl, and I think, okay, it will be good if it lasts lifelong. That would be great thing. That would be a great thing. Other than that, what's the point of just getting married to someone? End up realizing you don't have the same things in common, so you end up getting divorced. So that shouldn't happen. So what I'm going to do is, after my talk, I'm going to put that video, Sadhguru's videos as well. He has a lot of good points about marriage. I hope you guys listen to that and enjoy that video. See you guys later.
If we did it on the streets like every other creature, it would turn ugly for us. It's a minimum 20-year project, whether you like it or you don't like it. This is a completely an American idea. You're thinking of marriage and divorce together. Nobody thought of divorce in this country till recently, isn't it? Yes, please.
My name is Anant. My question is about marriage, divorce. I am married.
No, they're two different things, huh?
Marriage… What I see today is many youngsters, like many of them, they don't want to marry. And few of them who marry, there are occasions where they are getting divorced. So Would you like to throw some light on this situation, Sadhguru?
See, you need to understand the institution of marriage. It's about bringing a certain sanctity to the simple basic needs that every human being has. There are physical needs, there are psychological needs, there are economic needs, emotional needs, social needs, variety of needs. To fulfill all these things, we set up an institution called marriage where all this can be conducted in a sensible manner. Otherwise, if we did it on the streets like every other creature, it would turn ugly for us and we will feel not good about it. So to bring some sense of organization, some aesthetic, some stability, because man and woman coming together naturally brought fresh life. It is, compared to any other creature, it is the most helpless life, which needs maximum amount of support. You could leave a puppy on the street, as long as he gets food, he grows up into a good dog, no problem. But not so with the human being. He doesn't need just physical support, he needs variety of support and above all, a stable situation. Whether there should be marriage in society or not, one will debate when they are 18 because physical body is asking for freedom, all right? At that time, everybody questions, is marriage really needed? Why can't we just live whichever way we want? But when you are 3 years of age, you valued marriage immensely, a stable marriage immensely, isn't it so? Yes, sir? Yes. Again, when you become 45, 50, you're 100% for marriage. Between 18 and 35, you're questioning the whole process, okay? Because where the physical body is dominant, at that time, if you give in to that, then it will question every institution. This is hormone-fired freedom, okay? Your intelligence has been hijacked by hormones, so you question the fundamentals of everything. I am not saying marriage is the thing, but do you have a better alternative? If you have a better alternative, damn the marriage. But you have not come up with a better alternative, because a stable situation is a must. For a child, once you have a child, it's a 20-year project. Your whims and fancies will change, your emotions will change. If that is what it is, don't get into such situations. It's not compulsory for everybody to get married. It's good, young people, you're saying people are thinking whether to get married, and I'm glad. It is not necessary for everybody. But if you get into it and especially if you get into children, you must understand it's a minimum 20-year project, whether you like it or you don't like it. Otherwise, you shouldn't get into those projects. You don't walk into your project, drop it halfway and walk away, isn't it? It's your choice, but at least choose consciously. You don't have to get married because everybody is getting married. You don't have to talk about marriage and divorce in same breath as if they come together. This is a completely an American idea, you're thinking of marriage and divorce together. Nobody thought of divorce in this country till recently, isn't it? So, if it happens, if something happens, something truly went wrong between two people and they have to separate, that will anyway inevitably happen. You don't have to plan it at the time of wedding. Why should you ever talk about marriage and divorce in one breath? It's a crime.